very abruptly a few minutes ago. My computer just shut down. So that was a thing that happened. Not the internet, not the PS4, my relatively new 2, 3 months old computer. Just decided, nah, right? Setting that up. Let's retest sound, camera, game, controller. All right, good. Uh, well, I found the mercenaries already, so let's go there. I thought they'd be further south. Check out anything to grab or see? No. And back up this nice gentle slope. Ooh, that looks like it could be a thing. No, it's just a dark spot in the middle of a pit. Ooh, element. No, 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 no. Don't go down. Go back up. There you go. I wonder if the level designers and the storyboard team or the writers, not like the main story writers, but like the flavor text writers, the people who write all the codex entries and all the descriptors of the planets, how much they work together. Because the whole backstory of this planet is apparently it is very rich in resources. Yeah, and yet there are only 2 resources to be found. Like, it's clearly like very far into the galaxy. I bet I'm not the only one who saved it for a late game thing. Right there, right. Yeah, I could not have been the only person that saved this for endgame. I suppose they didn't want to overstuff one world with resources. Yeah, Speed Racer, the 2006, 2007 movie, slid along the wall. That's how you do. Another element. So the second of the 2 elements I found already. That's great. Gold or uranium? Gold. Alright, let's check this out. That looks like... This looks like 2 places to go. Let's check that first. No? Okay. Let's check this building. There we go.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Oh, this is the
Father
place.
Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us.
We needs him. He is our precious.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
You mean that building? Of course, the cult leader lives in a intense bunker.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Biotics can feel safe here.
That's, again, typical behavior. Throw people off balance, make them feel unwanted and unloved, and then convince them that you're the only one who can give them what they need.
Wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
We can't trust the Alliance.
I'm just gonna assume he's in one of the two back rooms. If I were him... Yeah. I figured.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
Sins of the father and such.
This was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait. If my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please.
It's fair.
Give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
Oh my god,
I will
phone.
not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
Hey. Weekend plans and the like. You all know how it is. You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance surrender. They want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody.
I will surrender myself to the Alliance outside the compound gates in 1 hour.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
Was
Yeah. You are useless. You are helpless without me. With me, you are strong. You are good. Very charismatic alpha leader. I mean, he didn't sound the most enthusiastic.
Cares about us, Biotics. We have to look out for each other.
Well, I did kill one of my only 2 biotics, so no, Rex is biotic. I killed 30% of my own biotics for another shoot girl.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
They tried to kill Father Kyle. That's a good, like, affectation that voice actress had. He did sound a little unstable. Ah. That did not go well. Come on. Nope. Nope. I'm now starting to see the jagged. There's all the jagged rocks that we were promised. Crashed probe. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, not working. Aha! Is that 2 discoveries next to each other? Kind of what it looks like. Nice. Dope. Let's see. So, an artifact. Turian insignia. No gold, but just some experience. That's weird. And a discovery. The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance tells you that its occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. That person's kind of like hovering off the ground. Look at that. Hover corpse. Man, the future is amazing. They even got hover corpses. There's one more thing, but it wasn't like an enemy or anything that will give me substantial So, I'm out. All right.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs.
Talk.
To be honest,
Conversation.
it was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
As someone who has worked in the mental health industry, I've worked in mental health, I've worked with special needs students. You gotta be able to converse. I've worked in social work. You have to be able to commune with people. A military police response is often not the right response to mental health calls or mental health crises. And I know that's something that's been discussed on the media en masse with a number of incidents involving persons with persons who are not neurotypical, people with special needs or mental disorders being treated differently. All right. That's everything, I believe, right? Double checking. That's everything. Nice. Done. All that remains is this very important race against time that I cannot get delayed. Even though I've, in the past few minutes, I stopped a biotic uprising cult and saved 2 planets from Rachni and disbanded took out a virtual intelligence, disbanded a criminal network syndicate, dealt with the Thorian problems in the Maroon Sea. Yeah. So in a few short hours I've done all that. But I probably should have been hurrying along to Elos. Agatoton. Several areas of debris, maybe the wreckage of downed Prothean aerostat colonies. Based on the size of the debris fields, population over 100,000 was likely. Oof. Zafe. I am feeling very Zafe right now. All right. In the golden age of the Protheans, Ilos was a verdant world dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows... this is no longer the case. Elos has been devastated by means unknown. The entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightened levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. Surface gravity is a comfortable 1.17 standard Gs.
Shepard, may I speak with you?
There's one thing we have to take care of before this vitally important mission.
I have been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
These could be our last moments together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel.
Oh.
I want this to be special.
I want this, Liara. I do. But are you sure you're ready?
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite.
Overeager.
Thought you'd never ask.
Make out. Alien titties. We can all appreciate some good alien, but and tastefully shot as to avoid all
By the goddess. That was incredible, Shepard.
You were incredible.
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
I had better go. Duty calls. You would not want to keep Joker waiting. Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to say
boom.
thank you for everything.
Oh, and I did look it up. There was a chance to figure out about the most important character in this game, Baines. But I missed that opportunity. I had to ask Kohaku about it at a specific point way before he died. So, yep.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone!
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Alright. So, presuming this is the final mission. I'm not terribly concerned about all the hacky hack right now. I think I'm gonna do Garrus Valerian. Vakarian, sorry. Valerian, Game of Thrones, Valerian Steel. Vakarian is Garrus. And... Summon the Geth, which hurt Tali's people. Betrayed Garrus and the Spectres in C-Sec. Has a cure for Rex and took it away, and yeah, I kind of took it away. Corrupted and led to the death of Liara's mother. And destroyed the colony. They all have reasons to hate Saren. I know I want Garrus there. And I think I'm gonna pick Liara. Because maybe the mother option would have some interesting stuff, and we just boned down, so And I feel like that's a good mix. Ooh, but do I want to do Tali instead of Garrus for the anti-tech stuff for the Geth? Yeah, that was my... No, I'll do Garrus. More combat is not bad in this situation. So I'm doing Liara for her biotics. Garrus.
You two, keep moving inside now.
Shoot, use your guns. Ah, I should have shot him there. Could have pew-pewed him right in the face.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
I mean...
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
All right. Elevator, courtyard, plaza, and an elevator. Oh, that's really creepy. Range on the what? They're dropping in drones behind us. Oh, that's annoying. All right. Singularity them, and on this one, sabotage them. Overload, warp. Oh, I really should have optimized everyone's equipment before. Oh, well, it's fine. We're all good. It's fine. Oh, so it's like a secret underground trench. It looks like these, yeah, I can't tell if they're statues or corpses that have merged with the overgrown scenery. First, while I'm here, I'm not gonna change them, but I can make sure everything I have. High explosive, that's high explosive 10. Swap it out for the Explorer. You know what? See. Yeah, swap it out for the Duelist. I don't care too much about Biotic. The tech protection isn't great, but I'll live. Liara. Alright, ablative coating. Replace that with energized plating and kinetic exoskeleton. Massively increase his damage and accuracy. The logic arrest tool. right. This gives you plus 120 shields, that's it. I mean, that gives me 140 shield. Would I rather have 140 shield or... shield recovery and 50 shields and mobile accuracy? I think I'm going to do that, the kinetic exoskeleton. Alright. See where I came up on the top map. Alright, on the other side of the plaza. Is that the elevator that I cannot access? Okay. Go check out the second half of the map. Sure, save that content. Always good to get a checkpoint. You know what? I'm just gonna manually save myself. That tore not only through the shield, but the Geth. That was... Oh boy, that is impressive. Let's check out this facility behind us. This is where I would have come up. Alright. Finally a door I can open. Before I go in there, there's another one over here. You know, I'm going to say the long corridor looks more promising than the short one. So, can I get up there? Is there... it just leads you to a secure crate of average difficulty. Woo. What a treat. I just drop down. Alright. I mean, Garrus in that camo armor actually hella blends in. That is perfect camo for this area. Alright, heading down. Elevator going down. First floor. Robots.
It still has power. Must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Yep. Alright. Third floor. Stockings, underwear, and security control. These things kind of resemble husks, too. Only 2013 for defeating a Geth Prime, really. Alright. Oh, there's a little archway I could have been... Alright, 4,000 more. Sorry, 40,000 more. I'm curious if these will help me. At the very least, they are giving me a little bit of experience. Alright, so that's the way out, I think. I'm gonna activate the security and Geth are gonna come rushing in. And those little armatures, I almost called them armchairs. Yeah, let's do it. The armchairs are gonna help me out.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Nope.
Not safe.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives. Cool.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation.
The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped.
Find the conduit. Well, I now know about the archives. I can't shoot at my armchairs. What is this place? Just... All right. It's still cool as hell. Oh, this is pretty. Elevator going up. I missed my calling as a early 1900s elevator operator. Talk about a dream job, you just stand on an elevator and... Oh yeah, up, down, okay. Okay, it connected us to the plaza. Oh, so head back to the archive now, so whence I came from. Whence? Did I just say whence? And shoot everything inside the creepy underground bunker? Yeah. I'm just glad...
I have spent my life studying the Protheans. But I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why. Saren, Conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just have yet to run into it.
See, we're lucky that every corridor up to this point was big enough for all of us to fit through. But this particular one is absolutely the super long corridor.
On the wall. Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead as well as anyone inside.
All of them?
All those are dead Prothean. But I mean, that's a chance in and of itself to study Prothean biology.
What is happening?
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Yeah, imagine just walking down this corridor.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding.
Well, we are going down.
Whatever it is, we should be careful.
A vigil.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
So that's why they're reacting to me, because I haven't been
Incredible.
indoctrinated.
An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did.
Makes sense. Those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it.
And the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions.
And no one else.
They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays.
All right.
Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us.
Damn.
Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
God damn.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why
So
do
the Husk
Reapers
technology
do this
is
kind of
Reaper
genocide
technology.
Over and over.
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel,
The
hub of
teleporter.
the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
Damn.
He should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected.
Understandable.
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
He couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice
This
some.
outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species
Justifiable,
was
but...
There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren must have some plan to
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will...
I'll stop Saren.
There's
Just
a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a
It would
state of
wake up,
hibernation.
look around,
Periodically,
see if any
it would
life...
wake to analyze the situation.
Yeah, makes sense.
Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion.
But this time it could not.
But this time the signal failed.
Because of Vigil.
The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds.
Yeah.
But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through ages.
Maybe implanting
Saren is
the ideas of it as a god among the Geth.
But I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer?
At our apex, the beacons span the breadth of our empire. We use them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion. But once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message.
The one in my head.
We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors. But if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope. So a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So, when the Reapers created the Citadel...
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first.
The first civilization.
Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself.
Got it.
When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
All right.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
We're in a race to save the galaxy and you want to play Q&A
You
with
are right. I am sorry.
The one you call Saren has not reached the Conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
I mean, we fully explored every dialogue option. We got truly so much information about the extinction of the Protheans. We now know about this world.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
The Protheans did not fail. They gave us a chance. It falls to us to make the most of it, so I suggest we hurry.
Don't know where my aiming reticule went, but all right. Oh dear. All right, well, no going back now. I'm trying to get out, and all right. So I will do it with no aiming reticule. Super. Better. There we go. Now I can actually aim and destroy more efficiently. Alright, I'm almost at level 1 Renegade, but still 20-something thousand away. Oh, just that X from the other side of the aqueduct. Okay. Thought I missed something. Now we good. Let's go. We are good to go. Saren will not fucking know.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
Is the art sculpture in the lake a conduit, a mini mass relay? the Gethan Sovereign and the Citadel. The flagship.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms
Destiny
aren't moving.
Ascension.
The system's not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control. Citadel Control. Do you copy?
The Geth are already inside. We flew across space in a car. Dope. Dope as hell. That's really cool. That's it, yes! That's where the entrance point. I knew it! Oh, that's cool. Well, it's on fire. We ran over some Geth. That's cool. You see that in.
Somebody needs to put Saren in his place.
We have to stop Saren.
That's so great.
Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
What happened to the Council?
In accordance with standard emergency procedures, the Council has been evacuated to the Destiny Ascension.
What about Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina? What happened to them?
I have no information on the status of specific individuals. Once the current crisis...
Where's Saren?
Former Spectre agent Saren Arturius is nearing the vicinity of the Council chamber. A warrant has been issued for his arrest, though Citadel security is unable to respond at this time.
Got it.
Come on! We need to stop Saren before it's too late!
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not a drill. Critical failure.
Chunks of the wall are missing. Burnt out. If I get a news report, I will crack up. Come on. Ah, that's a shame. If it's just like, oh yeah, go to this shop, or this is the newest news report. Killing keepers.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's intimidating as hell. It's just plowing through ships. Oh my god. I mean, I know monster, villain, blah blah blah, but that's cool as hell. The Sovereign made it inside the Citadel. It has that kind of like Nautilus cephalopod feel to it, that almost Cthulhu Elder God appearance of like the tentacles. It looks like a squid, yeah.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
Oh, this is cool as hell.
A spacewalk up the side of the Citadel? Certainly like to keep things interesting, Commander.
Alright, head through here. I like how when I knock them off, they start floating away. Their feet are probably magnetized and locked on. And they blew out of an elevator shaft. That is so cool. I forgot they had Krogans on their side. I completely, fully slipped my mind. So I wonder, by this point, have those Krogan been indoctrinated? There we go. Go. This is insane. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, and debris is falling as it's moving. Oh, that's so intimidating. I love it. I love the crap out of this. This is a cool set piece. You know, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Do a full save. Geth pulse rifle. Curious what it'll look like. Ever so slightly better accuracy, ever so slightly better damage per second, worse heatsink capacity. That's still pretty cool though. Actually, you know what? Garrus. Oh, it doesn't get any of the benefits. It's still cool as hell. I'll do it. Cool as hell. You know what? There are multiple turrets. Maybe I have to activate all of them. No, but I just had to damage enough of them. Oh, I get it. I could have activated more than one, but it would have been difficult. I automatically get one or two. Got it. Come on, heal. Jeez, that was close. Yeah, the heatsink on this thing is no joke, but the damage is just insane. And the fact that they burst into flames is just cool. Okay, do I have the highest level of tungsten rounds? Use abilities. Come on, Bob. You got this. Level am I? I'm so close. You know what? Screw it. I like a challenge. That's why we do it. All right. Power up my shotguns. What would the shock trooper give me again? Health and damage protection? Nah. Right now I need to be dealing damage. right now. Increase squad healing. Increases the strength of your shields. Is not bad. Increase squad healing. Let's increase the strength of Liara's shields. See, look at that. That is some Cthulhu stuff going on right there. It's, oh my god, it's all around. I thought it was just that. It's everywhere. It's wrapped completely around us. Oh, that's so creepy. I kind of love it. Going horizontally. Whew. Okay. Ah, you ran away, you little chicken shit. Or is he about to come up on his little hover platform? Yeah.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination.
Oh yeah, see, he has like
began to eat away at me.
Tech
Sovereign sensed
burrowed under his skin. Oh.
I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny.
I can do a good one.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of
Can
you
I
are
get
still
Sovereign to
this
help
is
me?
wrong. You can fight this.
That'd be cool.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for...
Oh, it's in his, like, teeth and jaws?
The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
That's not true. It's impossible.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
What the shit? I did not see that coming. Oh, I get some Paragon points for making a man kill himself. What the hell?
Time to settle some old scores.
The fate of the entire galaxy hangs in the balance.
He just... Alright, you're right. I messed up. Bye. Hop off. What the... That... I'm gonna need a second. What the hell? That was nuts. Zarin? You down there, bud? Wow. So I guess it was like a... He was able to fight off the control for a split second, that kind of a deal, but... And he had one action he could make. Oh my god.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you really willing to sacrifice human lives to save the Council, Shepard?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good. Don't waste your reinforcements. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Oof. That's brutal. This is one thing after another. Oh my god. Hounds will have their head at their asses. We do need to take out Sovereign, but... we have... If I do that, will we get to use the Ascension against them? Against Sovereign? And that might rally other species to us, but then we'd be... Give me a second, I need a drink of water for this, and I am out over here. This is blowing my mind. This is insane. I'm doing some of my fizzy water. I need to give this some thought, because this is intense. It's just one thing after another. The way I've been playing Shepard is... she does the right things for the right reason.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
Hey, Admiral Hackett in the 5th Fleet. And there's our Normandy.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Oh, goddamn.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
Oh, God. That is brutal.
Make sure he's dead.
That looks like a fighting pit. Is it gonna... Oh, God. Holy shit.
He's dead.
I thought it was gonna be like the implants take over and we have to fight the husk of Saren. Sovereign in Saren using his implants. Oof. Holy hell. Oh my god, he's like... That is brutal. It's like a techno-organic skeleton. That is so cool.
I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
Let's see. Sabotage. Singularity. I'm going to do my shield. I'm gonna put up that. Let's dampen his shield. And warp him. Oh, that's so creepy. It's like, see his flesh on the arm. Oh, that's so creepy looking. Like spraying lasers out of every which way.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, there are Geth everywhere. Okay, where is he? He's right there. Target him with an overload. And a singularity. Okay, there's a shock trooper right there. Get sniper Saren. Again, target Saren. Alright, can we overload and warp? Alright, redo my shields. Use this to target Saren. Oh. And he disintegrates and is... Oh, God, what the hell? Sovereign just, like, burned through him.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
And we just rip through him. Oh.
Go!
Chunk of Sovereign is crushed through this tower. Holy hell, that was so cool. That was just one thing after another. Bam, bam, bam. What a great final set piece. What a great final mission. Oh, I am so hyped. Hype level 1000. Amazing. Hey!
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
D-Sec, Captain Anderson.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Well, the fact that there's a Mass Effect 2 and a 3. Come on. Did you think the arm of a thousands, millennia old tentacle robot god was enough to kill me? Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Madman. Oh, wow. What a cool boss fight set piece. That was... I'm gonna wait for a chance to
Ambassador,
pause.
Captain, Commander Shepard. We have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Damn right. What an abrupt end to that
Shepard's
scene.
right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
Respect. Olivia Shepard. What just non-stop action for the past 40 minutes. Casey Hudson, you are a genius. Except for that one game that came out kind of under your control, but we don't talk about that BioWare game. I'm going to turn down the sound for a minute and just talk over the credits. But oh my god, that was so good. Like as soon as you went to Elos, and everyone got a moment to shine. Even like side characters, you got to see. You got to see even Exo Presley, the completely random character who just like, oh, he's the one who is in charge of navigation and is watching over the ship when you're not there. He was mapping out Elos, and he was the one finding us a place to land. And Joker did a crazy maneuver, was able to get us in by dropping the Mako onto some directly into a 20-meter room right next to Saren. That whole cavern, temple, archive was so cool, beautifully designed. I loved it, with the corpses of Protheans, I assume, merged to chairs from, or just such degraded statues. The conversation with Vigil was really cool. Had some really neat ideas about that mythos that I really like. Like, I love the concept of a few survivors, the Citadel as a mass relay, that tiny statue that they drew our attention to on the Citadel. And they're like, hey, no, this has been here. No one knows why the Protheans made a smaller version. And I'm like, it's a backdoor. That's so smart. They built a micro mass relay one-way door when a 12-man Prothean squad went on and sabotaged it, so Sovereign was now alone and trapped and asleep. The reveal about the Keepers. If you've been watching these videos, you know how I feel about those little bug bastards. I love them. I think they're so cute, but I hate them with a passion because I couldn't find that one Keeper for the longest time. And I'm like, that's a really brilliant play. If you don't want people to look too close at the Keith David, Seth Green, Jennifer Hale, woo. I like all of them. Brenda Keener, Marina Sirtis. Great cast in this game, seriously. Yeah, but having the Keepers be this race that placates everyone that comes to the Citadel, you're like, oh, these things are here and they do all the maintenance for the Citadel, so we don't have to. How convenient is that? They stay out of our way, they'll give us a tour, and sometimes they'll help us. They're just this benign, good race that we completely leave alone. And they're the only ones who go inside and maintain the Citadel, but they do it so well, we're not going to bother messing with them. And maybe they were once indoctrinated, or maybe they were bred to serve. That's the backstory I want to see. The Reapers kidnapping and raising or cloning these Keepers. Oh. So yeah, all that, then the warping back to the Citadel in the Mako. Folding space, going through the mass relay faster than light in a space exploration car and slamming into Geth. So cool. I wonder how many people died in that Citadel in this invasion. We saw that some of them were being turned to husks. Going up the elevator, and you're seeing it stop, so you shot out the elevator and went up horizontally along the tower. That was a really cool set piece, because you could see like rooms and elevators going up and down as you were horizontal to you, perpendicular to you. Shooting out Geth turrets, and the Krogan, who I forgot were allies with them after the mission on Vermeer. So indoctrinated Krogan, and just you felt that game. You felt the growth that you went through in that game, and that was awesome. I died at random points throughout the game, but this mission I was just powering through. I was at peak performance thanks to my fizzy water. And god damn, that was good. And then dealing with Saren. I was ready to fight Saren. I just thought we'd get a cool dialogue for using the charm option. And I really did not expect that at all. I did find out that the Bring Down the Sky mission, which was the asteroid in the beginning of the game, it was like one of the first few missions I did, apparently is DLC. Apparently it was endgame DLC. Because I remember the Batarians from 2 and 3, and apparently that's where they were introduced. I thought that's interesting. But, so, yeah, Saren's heel turn of momentarily fighting back against Sovereign and just like, all right, it's up to you, Shepard. I'm out. Pop. Done. That was so brutal. I never saw it coming. And then Garrus going down there and popping him and double tapping him. He knows to do the double tap. That's smart. He knows to do the double tap. And, man, it did not matter because Sovereign used the implants to mutilate his corpse and turn him into basically one of the Geth stalkers on all of the cocaine, because he was just nuts. That was a great fight too, and Geth started dropping in as a distraction. And I feel like I made the right call. I think the music stopped, so I'm going to turn the sound back up to where it normally is. 18, 9 decibels. Let's put it around. Come on, there you go. But I feel like saving the council was the right choice. It gives us this better, more hopeful ending of unity. Which is where I felt Shepard was leaning in this particular version of the story. So I assume if you let the council die, it would have been more of a humans taking power kind of story. But yeah, I thought we'd get to see some of the Ascension in action, that big flagship. It has a really cool design, kind of like a manta ray with that big open port. Reach for the stars. Love it. Oh, I'm drawing on my hand with a pen. Yeah, I feel like I made the right call. Don't know what Udina thought he was doing, thinking I would back him ever after that. After all the shit he pulled, using me to try and get on the council and then being a huge dick. 100% Team Keith David. All right. So, and I don't know. I doubt there is any endgame content. I'm gonna check right now. Any like post game? Maybe it's just our new career, load career extras. How did I do? Not bad. Sorry, Caden. That's why I have, you may have noticed I have an extra save file that I kept the save file from the midpoint of Vermeer. I'm gonna go back off screen, probably save Caden instead of Ashley, and then just spam that and get that trophy because. And I noticed this eventually, and I'm like, oh, I should have played on Insanity. Paramore in every game. Do it with every character. So I need to kill 2,000 enemies maximum, and I'm already at 1,000. I'm already halfway there, but I'm curious. I just want to check to see if there is a post game, or will it pick up at our most recent save? I always appreciate a good post game. Okay. Main menu, please. Overall, let's switch to my just chatting. Yeah, overall, I thought that was a great game. Really enjoyed it. And really looking forward to replaying 2 and 3 again, which I haven't played since they came out. So it's been over a decade. I don't like that that's a true statement. But yeah, that's a true statement. It's been over a decade. Yeah, I'm really interested to replay this with all this new frame of reference and see, because I know I can import my file directly from this to Mass Effect 2, so I'm really interested to see how my choices have altered that game, because when I first played 2, I had a PS3. I didn't have a 360 at the time. So I dove right into 2. And there was like an app or a comic where you could choose your choices, and I just picked generic choices of whatever I thought sounded cool. No clue, no memory of what I chose at the time, but yeah. I am really, really excited to dive into Mass Effect 2, and I will be doing that tomorrow. I'll be doing a longer stream tomorrow. I will post it on my schedule. So I think that's going to be it. I think we're going to wrap it up. If you're watching this on Twitch, if you're watching it later, give me a follow. If you're watching it right now, I see I have one viewer. Give me a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and I will be seeing you until next time.